Black hair doesn't grow. Currently on TikTok, there is a viral audio of this black woman talking about black hair does not grow. I am going to be unpacking everything that this woman said in this video. So funny enough, the video that this woman posted originally, she has privated her account, and full video, I can't find it anymore. I actually watched the full video of everything that that woman said in the video, and I'm here to unpack a lot of the lies, the narrative that has consistently been pushed about black hair, and ultimately just dismantling all of the BS that has been taught to many black girls and black women throughout centuries now. Misdirection that so many black women have been told about natural hair, on how to grow your natural hair, which is not the case, and I'm going to dismantle that. As you can see, this is all my hair. This is all my natural hair. I'm going to be sharing all my tips. You are watching this video, you probably clicked on it because you yourself trying to figure out how to grow your natural hair, or the lies about natural hair. And maybe you're not even a black person that's watching this. You can be of a different race and you just want to educate yourself. This video is going to be a very educational video about black hair. I honestly feel like it doesn't matter what your race is. I feel that everyone should be educated on black hair because of the narrative that has been pushed for centuries about black hair. Hi, I am Pole Goddess. I have been natural for 8 years now, and I have done 3 big chops. So with that all being said, let's get into the video. So first things first, we're gonna talk about the lies and as well as the belief system and history about black hair. The woman that made this video, there were so many points that she made in the video that black hair doesn't grow at the same rate as other races, pretty much, of other people of different hair textures. And I think specifically she's targeting it towards type 1 hair, which is straight hair, to wavy hair and loosely curly hair. That's the demographic that she's talking about, that our hair doesn't grow at the same rate, which I want to sit here and say is a total lie. That is not true at all. Our hair grows at the same rate as every other hair demographic. Our hair grows at the same rate. Also, the other belief system of just like it doesn't grow, like our hair cannot grow down or back, which my hair is literally down my back. Everything she's saying in the video is coming from that knock at the door. She was inside the house. That's from all her personal experience, because she herself cannot grow her hair because she hasn't educated herself about her hair. She hasn't grown out of the belief system that's been taught to her since she was a young girl. So she continues on passing that along and not trying anything different on understanding her hair, because it's one of the biggest things overall when it comes to your hair. Your hair is a baby, especially if you have type 4 hair. I want to make it clear that this woman, all the stuff that she's saying, I know she's specifically targeting it towards women with my hair type, with my hair texture. I have type 4 hair. Zach, I have type 4B and C. Her talking about that, it's not very feminine, it's not beautiful, all that stuff and more. But again, that knock was coming from within herself. She also made it very clear in the video that she did not like her hair, and that's why she would wear wigs. And apparently men choose women that or wear wigs or weaves and stuff like that, which is not the truth and it's not the case. Again, that is her belief system. Whatever you were taught when you were a child, the first thing that comes to mind, that's what you were taught. The second thing is what you've learned and new belief system. So just be aware of that. Like anything that you were taught, that's the first thing that comes to mind. What comes next, once you have educated yourself and you have learned on dismantling whatever belief system that was once there, that was taught to you, the second thought is who you are and that new implemented belief system. So I'm now going to jump into genetics, because I know that there are going to be some people that are going to watch this video and think that genetics plays a huge part in having long hair, and especially kinky, curly, long hair, and that is not the case. Now, in some instances, it can be the case, but are you going to be the one to break those generational curses? You have to ask yourself that question. There are many things in my family I realize that I'm breaking those generational curses. So I want to make this clear. So my grandmother was a beautician, but her hair from all my life until she passed last year, her hair never grew past pretty much her collarbone. It was always like, she had a jerry curl, obviously back from her time in her era, and it was always like pretty much collarbone length, and my aunt as well was a beautician. And my aunt didn't really have long hair either. She always had a buzz cut and it was always very short, but she took care of my hair. I had a perm since I was 4 years old. My mother and my sister, they didn't really have long hair. They always had collarbone length hair or shoulder length hair, but that was it. So I'm the first in my family to have broken that generational curse where my hair is bra strap length. You can't even fully see it in the video. My hair is very long and it's bra strap length, or we're almost back to bra strap length. When it comes to, your genetics, you can break that generational curse. It is up to you. Retaining length is one of the biggest things. A lot of people don't understand how to retain length because that's what the issue is. When I think back to my perming days, my hair was growing at the same rate as it was breaking off. And that is something that a lot of Black women experience because they do not know how to take care of their hair. When that narrative is being pushed that our hair doesn't grow at the same rate, baby, your hair is breaking off at the same rate that it's growing. So you're doing something wrong to your hair, and clearly what you're doing to your hair is not working. Your body is literally giving you the signs of what's wrong. You're like, wait, my hair is not growing past this length. I've been at this length for like 5 years. Why is that? There is something clearly that you're doing to your hair that is not working. If you still do not have a great regimen when it comes to your hair, there can be people that have a great healthy routine when it comes to what they eat, as well as they may actually be taking pills to help their hair grow and it's still not growing at the same rate. It's because of your routine. What are you doing to your hair? That is the number one question you need to ask yourself. What are you doing to your hair? So now I'm going to get into how you can retain length and all that and more, and the stuff that people have said since I was a kid that they still believe, and it's actually what's damaging their hair and why their hair is not growing. So let me ask you a question. If you had a bouquet of flowers and it comes with flower food, would you A, put the flowers in the vase and pour the flower food in the vase with no water? Or would you B, put the flowers in the vase with water and then the flower food? A or B, which one would you choose? I'm hoping that you chose B. If you're going to put your flowers in a vase with no water, but just flower food, what would happen to those flowers? They would die within probably a couple of days. That is the same thing with oil. When people put oil in their hair thinking that this is what's gonna grow my hair all the way down to my ass crack, they put all these oils in and nothing happens. This is what's been pushed for so long. You're putting it on dry, brittle hair. On top of that, clogging your pores. This is something that I realized in the older generation, and I think this woman is about 60, and I know that is a narrative that I remember even when I was a child, that like, oh, putting oil in your hair growth oil is going to grow your hair. Oil is to seal in moisture, okay? So again, I want to reiterate this. If you are just putting in oil on your dry, brittle, broken hair, and you're as well putting it in your scalp, and you're leaving your scalp unclean for a month to maybe months, what the hell do you think is going to happen to your hair? It's not going to grow. You're clogging the pores. So with that being said, we're dismantling that. We're getting rid of that narrative. This is the truth. Oil is to seal in moisture, okay? What you need to do is find moisturizing products for your hair and put that moisture into your hair. Wet your hair. Your hair needs to be moisturized. And what you're going to do once your hair is moisturized, you are then going to seal it with oil. Put it on your scalp as well. But the oil, it's there to serve a purpose of helping you in that growth process. But you have to have moisture in your hair. So the other thing that is very important as well when it comes to type 4 hair, it is length retention. Length retention is the number one key to growing your hair, having it down your back. But how do you do that? Like I just said about oil and moisture, you need to moisturize your hair and then seal it with oil. How are you going to seal it, fully through? protective styling. Protective styles are the number one key to growing out your natural hair. I do a lot of protective styles. I find different things to do to tuck my ends away, because the thing about type 4 hair, our hair is like a baby, a child. Okay, our hair is a child. I do not wear my hair out like this often. You need to find protective styles. So once you put the moisture in, then you put the oil in, then you're going to do a protective style to then get length retention. The more that you protect the ends of your hair and tuck them away, your hair will grow. That's what it is, you guys. These are literally the 3 things that I have been doing for the last 8 years. And again, I've big chopped 3 times and my hair still grows back at a normal rate. So I'm going to repeat it again. Moisture, oil, and length retention with protective styling. That is what's going to help. But as well, I do want to throw in a couple of other things that is going to be very important on your natural hair journey in growing your natural hair. What you intake in your body is going to be very important onto the journey as well. 90% of the time, I am drinking water, okay? What you put into your body is going to help your hair as well. If you are eating unhealthy, you need to start making some changes. This is the water that I drink 90% of the time. You're someone that don't really drink water, you need to. Essentia is another one that I drink as well. You need to drink more water. Water is really good for your body, and that's what's gonna help your hair as well. What you eat more greens, like literally do research. This woman, she was so uneducated as well as just ignorant overall. Uneducated and ignorant about her own hair, because she's just like, well, this is what's been happening all my life. This has to be right, da-da-da. That is not true at all. You need to educate yourself. So educate yourself on your hair. Another thing as well that's really important when it comes to our natural hair, you need to study your natural hair. I would experiment with a lot of different products and I would do a lot of DIYs. When it comes to natural hair, it is a journey, okay? It is a journey and you should have fun with it. I would do avocado DIYs. I would just try so many different DIYs that I would make from home, and it worked greatly. Like I would put banana in my hair, I would put avocado in my hair, obviously strain it. Aloe is one of the biggest things that my hair loves because it's so moisturizing, okay? Doing pre-poos before actually shampooing your hair. These are steps that you will have to take when you start your journey and understanding your hair. What works for your hair and what doesn't work for your hair, because your hair will tell you. I've been on this journey for about 8 years. There's been some things that I have put in my hair where I realized it was dry, brittle, and broken, like coconut oil, for example. In the beginning of my journey, coconut oil was great for my hair, but as I continued my journey, that coconut oil does not work for my hair anymore. That happens. There are going to be products that work great for your hair in the beginning. Your chemistry in your body is going to change. That as well will happen with your hair. Okay, so coconut oil is something that I do not use on my hair anymore, but my hair loves olive oil, it loves avocado oil. You have to experiment and pay attention to your hair. I definitely suggest doing DIYs because that's how I really got to learn about my hair, paying attention to my hair, playing in my hair, doing different protective styles. Another big tip that I want to share is a routine. I would always do my hair on a Sunday. Now, if you are someone that has a crazy schedule, I worked in post-production Monday through fucking Saturday. Sundays were my only days off. You know what I did on the Sundays? No matter how fucking tired I was, I did my hair. Wednesdays, I would moisturize it. I was on top of my hair, and that's why my hair grew so much during this time, because I was taking care of it. There are people that tuck it away and put it under wigs, which there's nothing wrong with. That's totally fine. But you have to remember, when you take off that wig, when you take out those braids, it's literally still dry and brittle. That means those products that you use are not working for your hair. Anytime that I take out my braids that I've had in a month and a half, I've been to the beach, I've been order all of this stuff, Corrine, I take out my braids and my hair is still moisturized. Moisture is the number one key when it comes to your natural hair growth, as well as retaining length. Okay, if you are someone that's new to my channel, I have videos on my channel that can help you on your journey, so definitely check out this video next. But with that being said, I love you goddesses so much. Thank you for tuning in, and do not forget to subscribe and love on that like button.